Sometimes life is hard. Explaining to someone the pain and weight of suffering that you're going through is almost impossible. In most cases, people always try to ignore thinking about their struggles, but it gets so hard. Almost everyone grows up with an aim of getting married, and many of us think that we shall be happy when we finally put a ring on it. What if I told you that today we are bringing you a story of a lady whose life completely got ruined just 4 months after she got married? Today, we bring you a story of Sandrine and her dying husband. He is called Pascal. However, her husband was not like this before. He was a normal, successful, and rich businessman. But how did they get here? Well, this is their story. Pascal was a normal child at birth. He lived with both his parents and everything seemed normal, but it did not stay that way for long because when he turned 3 years old, unfortunately, both his parents died. He was later taken care of by his auntie. He grew up and turned into a man. He struggled his way to success and he earned it. Well, he was not the richest of men, but he could effortlessly afford all his bills. Honestly, he was not at all complaining about life. Later, he met this lady. She is called Sandrine. They fell in love, and as time went by, their relationship was getting more and more serious. It was then that they decided to take their relationship to the next level and get married. They really wanted to spend the rest of their lives together. Well, this happened. They had a beautiful and memorable wedding. They started living together as husband and wife. Pascal worked and provided for his family as she stayed home taking care of the rest. They later realized that Sandrine was 2 weeks pregnant after they had been married. This was something that they were all happy about. They could not wait to have a baby of their own, but before Sandrine gave birth, something really unexpected happened. It was one day, just 4 months after their wedding, when Pascal was coming back home from work.
Yeah.
It was that evening when he was involved in a serious accident and he was rushed to the hospital so that his life could be saved. He got paralyzed. His wife spent all the money that they had as a family to pay for his treatment with hope that he was going to be fine again someday. Though she was pregnant, she did not give up on him, and it was not long after then when all the money they had was finally done. When she did not have more money, she had to think about more ways that she could get it. She had to keep taking care of herself as well as her sick husband. This was when she came up with a decision to start selling all their property one after another so that both of them could afford the hospital bills. Besides that, it was time for her to give birth as well. She went to the same hospital that her husband was. Now, the husband and the wife were all fighting for their lives in the same hospital at the same time. It was not easy at all, but it happened. Sandrine managed to take care of herself until she gave birth, which is something that you're not going to hear a lot of times. Though this was so, she had run short of money. she had to find ways to get more of it. She sold their house and each and everything inside until there was nothing to sell anymore. At this point, surviving was getting more and more complicated, so she called on friends and family for help. They helped out for quite a few weeks until they could not help anymore. Now, they did not have where to live anymore. This was when Sandrine called one of Pascal's relatives in the village and asked her to give them a roof. From the life they had in the city to a lot of months in the hospital, and now they were moving to the village. When they got here, everything got worse instead. She had a baby, their life was very poor, and there was nothing that they could do about it. They did not have any source of income anymore. None of them works. Sandrine has to stay at home taking care of her husband. This is Pascal's cousin. She also helps with taking care of Pascal and the baby sometimes, but most cases she goes to the garden to dig so that the four of them could get what to eat. Unfortunately, this is all that they can ever afford. Due to the accident that Pascal was involved in, he cannot go to the toilet. The doctors inserted tubes into his body, and through these is where he urinates. These tubes need to be changed at least once in a while, which is also expensive and requires a lot of money that they do not have. Sandrine says that though all this is happening, she wants the best life for her baby. She wants her daughter to go to school and have a life that will not mentally challenge her, but since she cannot work and she has to stay at home taking care of her husband and her baby, she really needs a hand on this. Like I said, they need money for treatment and survival. If in any way you feel like you want to help this family, please donate via the GoFundMe link in the description of this video and pinned in the topmost comment. There is a side of each and everything. That side is everything ends. The suffering may be too much. You might be going through a terrible or a good time. But at some point, it all surely ends. Thank you for watching. My name is Prince. This is the Intax. Do not forget to subscribe.